All right. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming. Um, if you ain't already did it, please like and subscribe. Today, I'm gonna talk about how to be successful in trucking. How to become a good, successful truck driver. Um, there's a lot of people that I done met over the years and friends that I done had that, and me included, we done made a whole lot of mistakes. And if we had a new stuff beforehand, we could have probably been successful a lot quicker than we were. Um, First of all, when you start thinking about trucking, or when you first get into truck driving school, you need to set yourself a goal. Like if you coming to drive trucks, you gotta have some kind of plan put together on what you're gonna do. It's so many different kind of trucks and different kind of routes you can take. Far as like you can be regional, you can be over the road, you can be local, you could be doing flatbed, drive van, tank. I mean, it's so many choices that you have. You need to make a game plan on which one of them you gonna choose and go that route. Um, First off, when you first start, you got to remember is some companies don't really pay a whole lot of money. A lot of people had a misconception that truck drivers make a whole lot of money, but for a lot of people, when you first start, you don't really make a whole lot like that. But yet and still, this is what you need to do when you if you start driving, you got to save money. It's a must that you save money. You got to put something to the side every check you get. Most companies pay every week. So if you used to making a certain amount of money anyway, you could at least put what you can, but I recommend putting at least $250 to the side every week. So that can be like $1,000 that you save every week. Um, Also, you need to be paying attention to everything that goes on with that truck. You need to pay attention to all the parts, anything that can go wrong with the truck. You need to pay attention to like different truck styles. You need to pay attention to fuel, how the fuel affects the truck, the mileage that you get on the truck and stuff like that. The reason I say that because most people that get into trucking, they usually choose to become an owner operator after a while, and these things right here help you along the way as time go by. By the time you get your own truck, you've already been and learned all these different things. Um, you need to learn the best way to do routes. Like you need to learn time management. I cannot stress enough time management. Time management is I can put that as number one. When you're a truck driver, time management could make you or break you. When you become a truck driver, this is what you got to think about. When you order something from we'll say Amazon, and they tell you, well, it's gonna be there on this date. When you order it and it come on that date, and you get it on time, that feels good. You like, okay, they did great. They brought it to me on time. It feel even better when you order a package and it gets there before time. But don't nobody like that feeling of when you order something and all of a sudden you get that message that say it's a delay in your package, and then it be like a couple of days late, a week late, stuff like that. Don't nobody like to receive their stuff late when you say a different date than when it really comes or whatever. What you need to understand is when you start driving, you become that person that make those deliveries. We are the people that deliver those packages to people. Some might be a bigger customer than like just a individual. You might be delivering a whole load of steel or a whole load of grocery or something like that. but you still gotta look at it as the same because people when they order this stuff, they expect them to get it on time because they have like deadlines they have to meet on getting stuff shipped out to stores or whatever. Some people be having other companies they have to send it to get metal cut. Some people like make cabinets or something. They might need the wood to meet a deadline on remodeling a house or anything. So you have to do good time management. If you the type of person you just lay in the bed all day, you get up whenever you want to, just being lazy. Nah, truck driver might not be for you because I'm gonna tell you, these people, the fleet managers and the dispatchers, they will might make your life a living hell for you being late because it make the company as a whole look bad because you ain't delivering on time. It's a million different companies that these people can use instead of the company that you with, and they decided to use that company, and then you come late. It make everybody look bad, you know. I when it comes to time management too, a lot of mistakes I've seen people make. Now, I ain't me and my when I started, I had a co-driver. Now, when it came to time management, we was fire. We was like the top drivers in the company because how quick we used to do stuff. The reason why is because when we get a load, I don't care if it delivers next week. When we get that load, we finna get that junk now, and we finna go to that place right now. We gonna be close by that place. We'll try to deliver it then. If they want to accept it, it's like an appointment or something like that. Hey, so well, we already there. So if anything happen, we can just go over there, make that delivery, and be done with it. We ain't finna like wait till the day of or the day before and start driving out there because you'll never know what might happen. The sun can break down on the truck. You can be in an accident. Somebody else could be in a bad accident to make you late. And it's too many things that can happen. So it's best if you just go ahead and start moving like right away. Go ahead and get there quick as you can. Um, you got to be a business person. Like you got to be able to pick up their phone, make some calls, and know how to talk to some of these people. You need to call them, ask them like, "Hey, well, I'm here. I know I'm early. Would it be okay if I go ahead and make this delivery right now?" Or just you just know how to have a general conversation. Because I've met a lot of drivers that do not know how to talk to people. They just lost. Um, okay. Another thing, if you think about becoming an owner operator, this is another mistake that I see a lot of owner operators make. When you become an owner operator, you are a business owner. So don't you think if you a business owner, you don't know nothing about no business, you ain't did nothing pertaining to no business before, don't you think it'd be smart to take some kind of business classes, take some kind of online business class on your downtime? You could be learning something like right on YouTube or anything. Learn something about accounting, learn something about filing taxes, learn stuff about just doing paperwork in general and filing it the right way. You need to be knowing all this stuff because like a lot of this stuff, you never know when you might have to pull records or anything. And if you ain't got a good record system, you just throwing stuff all over the place, man. You can't find nothing. You ain't gonna know what nothing is, especially if you of what a lot of drivers do, don't pay their taxes and stuff on time like they're supposed to, and they end up getting audited. And the IRS asks you, well, we need to see these receipts. You can't find them receipts even though you might did have these costs, if you ain't got the proof, hey, they gonna say, well, you try to cheat us and you gonna be messed up. They gonna mess you up big time. You don't want to mess with the IRS. And that's something that a lot of owner operator mess up with. They don't know about how taxes and stuff like that work. They don't know nothing about no 1099s and stuff like that for real. They don't know that like when you even as a company driver, you need to be going to somebody. It's a lot of CPAs out there and stuff, but you need to go to a CPA or a tax professional that specializes in truck drivers. It could be a CPA all day long, but all of them do not know about truck driving. Just like all of them might not know about somebody that do construction or somebody that might have be a bigger company, you know what I'm saying, than just you, they might not know how to deal with that specific industry or whatever. And it makes a difference because when you're a truck driver, you get different credits than other industries or whatever. You get credits for being out on the road every day when you're on the operator, especially. Like you get credits for like food every day. I mean, miles, all kind of stuff. You need somebody that know all that to help you out. Cause it's I went to school and I learned about this stuff, so I know about it already. And I hear so many people making mistakes. Like when you become an owner operator and you make that first purchase, you purchasing a truck. You know, you get all changes your first year. I mean, you have a lot of expenses in your first year. I don't see is no way your first year that you should be on a whole lot of money like that to the IRS. It's just no way. You made a big purchase on a truck. You just, you paying all this money for fuel and all. There's no way that you should be on a whole lot of money your first year. You need to, if somebody tell you that you owe a lot of money to the IRS, you might need to check them because they might not know what they're doing. Because you're supposed to have enough credits. I mean, you even can use depreciation with your truck to get some kind of credits to like bring down the amount that you made and stuff like that to make it where you don't owe any money. If anything, you should be getting money back because you ain't made no profit for real. Usually, your first year you really don't make profits like that. That number that the company sent out to you showing that you made $20,000 and $40,000 a month, you know good and well that you did not make no $20,000 and $40,000 in no month. A lot of this stuff be costs that you already done put out there. You already done used it for fuel and all kind of stuff. That's not what you actually bring it home. What you bring it home is what really matter. So you need to be looking at your numbers or whatever. Need to take a business class, learn about this stuff. Um, if you do all these things, if you especially your time management and learning how to manage your money, you can be a very successful truck driver. Um, you have if you got the right attitude, you're not somebody that's gonna sit there and complain about everything because a lot of drivers do that, man. Some of them be acting like some, oh man, I swear that's all they do. Complain about everything. They get spoiled to where they don't want to work no more. They act like their job be so hard, man. Like their junk is not hard, bro. Like if you driving a dry van, bro, come on, man. The hardest thing about being a truck driver, especially when you're over the road, is being away from your family and being sleeping in the truck all the time. That's hard, like being away and stuff. But as far as like driving, people like cut you off and do all kind of crazy stuff. But people will do that when you're in a regular car too. You get used to it after a while. You ain't gonna you'll learn different things to do, like your following distance and stuff like that to avoid accidents if you a good driver. Because I'm out here in Memphis right now, and man, when I tell you, I see so many drivers driving like they in cars, man. They be driving so crazy. I've seen so many bad accidents because these guys be following real close up to another 18 wheeler. They'll cross over in front of cars. They drive real reckless out here, man. Like they just don't care. And I just think, man, that's just like that new law they got where you got to go to a school. That's why I feel like it's great that they making them do that. Cause back when I started, man, a lot of these guys couldn't even speak English or nothing like that, man. And if you can't speak English, how in the world could you read signs on the road to know like what's with this sign saying caution or slow down, construction area? Like how could you know any of this stuff? That's dangerous, man. People drive different in other places than they do here, and even at that, like a lot of the young guys or girls or whatever, man, getting on trucks driving like they cars, man. You driving some that's 80,000 pounds, man, like around. You can't drive that like no car. You can't be. I know you be in a hurry. Just leave earlier. Don't get to where you in a rush when you be risking your own life and risk other people's lives just because you in a hurry, man. Like I'd have been involved in a whole lot of stuff, and man, I tell you, I'd have seen people like die And that ain't no good feeling, man, when just watch somebody see them die, man, because some they could have been it's something that could have been avoided if the person was like paying attention and doing what they supposed to been doing. Like there's no reason for you to be killing nobody in there in one of these trucks. There's no reason for you to be getting killed in a truck. You can't go home to your family or just being alive anyway. Like I feel like that stuff on the back of them trucks, it be worth some of the stuff be worth millions of dollars. But guess what? Ain't none of that stuff mine. Ain't none of this stuff that important to me where I would give my life for it. Ain't none of these loads that important to me. I don't care what it is. If I got a truck full of gold, that gold is not worth my life. You gotta look at that and pay attention like that. Like, man, I gotta go home. This is not that important for me to be around her driving reckless until I can lose my life or fall asleep driving because I ain't had enough sleep. Now I gotta sit up here and still drive, you know, and I'm fatigued. Like, bro, come on now. Why? Why? Risk your life for that junk, man. But anyways, I appreciate y'all. The ones that did stop by. The ones that didn't stop by, please stop by next time. Man. And again, please subscribe, help your boy out, hit that like button, and till next time, be safe out there.